Hey everybody, Invisiblekatana here, back again with RWBY Grimm Eclipse. This will most likely end up being the final episode, as you guys can see. We technically have Team Ranger. It actually took me a second to kind of get them in order because they would all jump around, or they would just start doing random stuff. But I decided to do this because of the most recent episode. Oh, thank you. Every time I do this,
the connection is breaking up.
I always freaking forget I gotta turn the volume down for myself because it's insanely effing loud for me. And I can't, it won't go down. That's perfect. Okay, but the reason I decided to do this was because of the most recent episode. I can't get that. And that's what we're going to talk about today, is the absolute insanity of the most recent episode, which is why I titled this, Let's Talk About,
let's see if we can reach
episode
that
12
tower to get
of Volume 5. First off, that was insane. So full-on spoilers. Full-on spoilers. By the time you guys see this, the episode will have been out for everyone, so that free members or first members, either way, you will have seen it. Hopefully, if not, then you should definitely turn away from this episode because I'm about to spoil the whole thing because I really want to talk about it. So, going through it, I mentioned in my last episode of this that I was kind of hoping that we would get to see Jean's semblance, and we totally did. We got to see at least a part of it. I don't know if that's like the whole thing, but it definitely has to do with healing.
Let's find another way around.
He can even project healing onto other people, like especially like even with big wounds. And it seemed like it was aura based, so it's very interesting because it's like, because they have the reference in like the beginning of the series pretty much. With Pyrrha, where she's like, oh, you have like a really strong aura. And so it's like, okay, well, is his semblance absolute control over his aura? Or, were those two totally different things that we were saying? So, that is something that, at this point, I'm very curious about. I'm not 100% sure the answers. So not entirely sure what the answers are to what we saw for him, but it was cool. We got to see Jean save Pyrrha, or no, sorry, man, I wish. We got to see him save Weiss, so that was definitely cool. Her wound like completely healed up, like she was completely impaled, like that was a big deal. It wasn't like, oh, she had some scrapes and
the signal's being jammed.
There weren't little scrapes that were healed up like when Pyrrha activated Jean's aura before. It wasn't like that. She was impaled. That was a really big freaking deal. So I don't know. Like I said, it's hard to say if it's like.
That made it slightly better, but Oobleck's still not getting through.
I don't know why I'm even listening to this. We did this already. But. I'm not 100% sure exactly what we were seeing, so I am excited to get, more on it, like more just legitimate answers, like, oh, here it is, this is exactly what it is. Oh, the team has left me all alone. Oh, wait, no, I see Jean over there. But yeah, oh, crap. Be careful. So that was step one, was getting to see getting to see Jean actually use his semblance, or at least a form of it, or a part of it, or whatever was going on there. That was awesome. The action itself was so cool in this episode. I think I like the action in this one more than I even did in the last one.
Look, in the distance, another tower.
First off, we got to actually see Oscar have an even longer fight. Like he beat the crap out of Leah, which I thought was hilarious. And then we find out that once Hazel realizes that Oscar is also Ozpin, we get to learn a little bit more about Hazel, and we get to see his power. Once again, it's sort of these weird like half and half things, which I kind of loved about the episode, because that was something that I noticed with Hazel, where it was like, he's shoving dust like directly into his body, but he also has like an odd amount of strength. Like, is it his semblance that he's so strong, and that's why he's even able to do that? Because you can see even in the episode, you can see that him you can see that him, you know, utilizing dust the way that he does affects his body. Like his veins are all messed up and like they're like sticking out and stuff. It's like his body's like overworked because he's, you know, shoving giant dust crystals directly into his body. So it's one of those things where it's like, man, I don't know if he's able to, if everyone's able to do that, or if only he's able to do it, because that seems like his you know, like his secondary thing, because it was like, okay, well, this kid is not just a kid, this is, you know, Ozpin, so he knew he had to kind of go crazy and take him down. But it just made me wonder, because it's like, clearly he's strong, like that's his whole thing. Like the scene that they have in the opening with Nora Rin, it's like nothing to him. Like he'll take some hits, and of course that's
better.
That weird thing where it's like,
but the reception is always so bad,
you know,
all the way out here.
Aura versus
you're enjoying your stay on the island. You're the first visitors I've had in.
Him talking totally distracted me. But yeah, it's like Aura versus Semblance as far as like his strength. But like his whole thing is that he seems to be incredibly strong. So I really do have to wonder that if Hazel
you don't know me,
is,
but I most certainly
you know,
know
with the way he's fighting, is he super strong, or is it like his semblance is what makes him so insanely strong? And if I have to go on some theories right now,
So,
I would say
finally get to meet Dr.
that
Moreau.
it is the fact that he's so insanely strong. Like, or I would say that it's his semblance that makes him so insanely strong. But that's kind of just my theory on it. I would love to know yours. Kind of going into this, we got, you know, by the time this, you know, I upload this, we'll only have a couple more days until the next episode, which I'm definitely excited for, especially because like the final absolutely insane portion, that didn't do much damage. I was hoping to like basically take them both down by utilizing my my special. Wow. Okay. Whoa. Oh my goodness. They're trying to get me killed. But yeah, I'm very curious how that's gonna play out when we get some more answers on.
Ozpin.
You know, when we get some more answers on what's going on with Hazel, because I think they'll be interesting. Because him shoving the, you know, like I said, shoving the dust inside of his body, I feel like that's a part of his stance. I think that goes a bit beyond, oh, he's got a strong aura like Jean, which once again, that almost seems to play into his semblance as well. So I think it's kind of the same for both of them, just a little bit, whereas like they can utilize their semblance, or their semblance allows them to like utilize their aura, or in Hazel's case, just directly his body to kind of survive, you know, some of the crazier things that they, you know, have to deal with. But there's also some other stuff that we've seen before. Going back to Jean for a quick second, the scene where he's that beat the crap out of that Grimm. But the scene of Jean when he's training in the woods by himself, that was like the first time where it was like, oh, you know, what's the deal with Jean's semblance? Is it like an elemental thing? Because when he swung, the blade, they showed like the leaves rustled and stuff, and I was like, okay, well, that added like a whole new layer to, you know, Jean's semblance, which, you know, for pretty much the entire series after the whole thing with Pardon, I was like, okay, so his semblance is that he can like heal. He's got like an insane aura that he can utilize to heal, or he just has super healing in general and stuff like that. And then, you know, we had that scene where it was like, well, what the heck was that? That seemed like it was almost him projecting, once again, utilizing his semblance to project his aura. So
more than a match for your mindless robot.
I don't know. We'll have to wait and get some official answers, because for now it's like, okay, you know, he's got healing, but that healing also transferred, and it visually looked a lot like aura. So it wasn't just the semblance by itself. It was like almost a combination of his semblance and aura. So very curious what's gonna happen when we get like, oh wow, that's up. But super curious how it's gonna be when we get like some full-on answers. So, looking forward to that for both Hazel and Jean. But of course, those were like, you know, a couple of the cool moments, and then naturally we had like the insane ending to the episode, and I just don't even. I mean, you know, some people had some theories on that. I never even thought about it, to be totally honest. I mean, it answers a couple of questions, admittedly, but we destroyed that thing. That was 79 combo. That was insane.
Is wrong.
But
Say what you will
man,
about me.
I
It won't change the fact
should.
that you're powerless to stop me.
Oh, thank you, Yang. I just realized I should just do this, so I'm not talking over them. Like, we already went through all of this. Like, none of this stuff even makes a difference. In fact, yeah, I don't. Obviously, if you can't hear them, why do we need to see that? We'll just see some pictures come up for no good reason. Just like that. Yeah, makes perfect sense. Now it does seem super weird because now they're not talking and, you know, talking over me the whole time. But yeah, going to the final sequence of it's even funny to actually see her do that, and there's like no sound effects to anything they do now. And then Jean stumbling. Oh, I thought he was gonna do it, but I guess not. Oh, there it is. Yeah. But yeah, the end of the episode, it was just like, holy crap. You know, Raven, first off, Raven was already insanely awesome to me. Like, I loved her as a character. I hate her as a person, but as a character, not only does she have like one of my favorite designs because she has like a samurai aesthetic. Obviously I'm biased, but I'm actually gonna go with, actually, you know, we're gonna go with, oh crap, screwed it up. There it is. I'm gonna go with Yang in honor of her mother, getting even more epic. We're gonna go with Yang for a minute. In fact, we're just gonna do a dynamic duo for a sec. We're gonna do the Yang Nora team up. So with Raven at the end of the episode, it was just nuts. Oh my goodness, the sound effects are all insanely loud now. It's weird. Goodness. Plus, as I mentioned before, I couldn't actually turn my turn my headphones down like I normally do. Oh yeah. Okay, so I forgot that these things existed. I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna. Oh, of course it's super loud. You know, just get anybody. We just need help because those things are way too annoying for that. Alright, we'll get the ladies. Oh my goodness. Alright, so yeah, I hate these things so. And then I love how they totally just leave. It's like, yeah, that's the computer. I know it's the computer, so I'm just gonna chase you down like some freaking Michael Myers type stuff. So I'm gonna have to put the voice back on because I didn't realize the voice was gonna be every freaking thing. I mean, it just sounds off. And she was supposed to have... Oh, there it is. Okay. That doesn't even make sense how low that is. This is super weird. This sound effects volume, that definitely needs to just go away. That's annoying. Let me just boost that up. Okay. Yeah, okay.
That should do it.
Hey now, I wouldn't do that.
Because that was starting to get to me. I'm like, all I hear is this freaking hissing steam in the background. Like, they don't do any of the grunts and stuff when you turn off the you know, when you turn off the voices and stuff. So that was getting whoops. It's getting a little too crazy.
You know?
Oh, sorry. Like, they just ran right through. Oh crap! What am I doing? So, like I was saying, dick. Wow, I suck.
Did that tickle?
But to honor Raven, we're gonna go with Yang, and then just talk about the absolute madness of Raven being the Spring Maiden, which is nuts to me. Like, I love it. It was a great twist to me because I didn't expect that. Like I said, I never even had that theory. So for me, that was just a great little surprise. It's sad. Oh my goodness.
Did that tickle?
Like, I turned the volume back on for the voices, and they're just
You're not so tough.
grunting and melting alive.
Let's go.
Great. I always okay. I swear I always forget what to do in this little section. But I'm so excited to get to this next episode
Follow
because
me.
It's amazing.
first
you
off,
survived
like
the disaster
pretty much
without
everyone
falling.
that, you know, I think like almost 20% of the comments on my
Would you
review,
believe me if I
I'm
told
ready
you
to
it
see
wasn't
Cinder get destroyed. I think we all are, and to have Raven, who is, I would probably say, like, man, I don't know, it's tough. Like, she came in, and I made like a whole video about this when she like got first introduced in Volume 2, but oh crap. But when she came in,
Mountain Glen
it
is a
was
good spot for me.
right at a
Decades
time
of
where it
hard
was like,
work,
okay, things are getting
countless
nuts,
research projects,
and
not to mention all of the specimens
you know, like
I
it's just
collected over
getting,
the
things are
years,
just getting crazy. It's
all lost
insanely
without a
epic.
trace.
Here she comes, and it's just super freaking awesome. And I was like, whoa, this character not only looks super cool, she's got like this crazy Gatling gun katana thing, which I still wonder if that's a gun. I still feel like that should be a Gatling gun. Like, they never focus on it. It's always strictly like a katana, and it has like 100 million different versions of dust in it, which, you know, it'll probably just stay that way. But I would love it if it was a Gatling gun. Like, she had it, and then she just flipped the whole thing on her hip, and it was a Gatling gun on the other side. I would lose my freaking mind, and it could like shoot all the dust that she has collected up in the sheath. That would just be perfect. I would love to see that. So maybe we'll get to see that in the next episode. But
Well,
when she
how
first
else
came
was I
in,
supposed to conduct my research?
it was awesome.
Our supply
Because I
of
was
test
like,
subjects was running
man,
thin.
it's,
And when the
I don't know how to
Grimm
balance
came
this out
back,
because they're just freaking
population
talking
was
over me.
driven
This, like,
underground
they're having a
where
super
the
long thesis here, thesis argument. But then, okay, they're officially done. All right, perfect. Because I didn't want to keep talking because I was like, man, they've been talking the entire time I've been talking. It was like, I really noticed it when it got to the cutscene. Like, wow, they've been talking this whole time just like I have, which doesn't, you know, make for the greatest video. Please stop chasing me. But with Raven's introduction, it was during a time where, you know, like I said, oh my goodness,
Right in the kisses.
like I said, things were getting like super insane, and I was like, all right, so, you know, I'm waiting. I was waiting to see Adam ever since Blake's trailer. That was like my whole thing was like, I cannot wait for this dude to come back because, once again, super biased with the whole samurai aesthetic, but also, you know, it's the samurai with Blake being the samurai character, or with Adam being the samurai character versus Blake, who is like the ninja character. So I'm like, I'm just waiting for them to interact. I know that's going to be freaking insane, which it definitely was. It was even crazier than I thought it was going to be when it actually happened, of course. But I'm like, that's all I'm waiting for. That's all I'm waiting for. Like, I can't wait to see Adam. Where's Adam? What's going to happen with Adam? And he never showed up. And then Raven popped up out of nowhere, and I was like, Adam is useless. I didn't care about Adam. Raven popped in. Oh my goodness. But Raven came in, and wow, I ran right into that move.
Taste my fist.
But she comes right in, and it was like, okay, been waiting for Adam for eons. It feels like he should have been dead.
Do you believe things happen for a reason?
No, I gotta wait because I just don't want to talk
Your
over
little
their
prodigies practically washed ashore
secondary
here on my
thesis.
I'm not sure what you're getting at.
Maybe
I'm just
they
gonna
can
keep
be
doing
of
this.
some use to me after all. How serendipitous.
All you can. So, when Raven first came in, I'd been waiting for Adam for a super long time. So I was like, all right, I just got a new favorite character. She came in, we didn't know who the heck this woman was. She looked insanely epic. I still think she has the coolest costume in the whole series because of, like, I love the samurai aesthetic of it, and it's very samurai-esque with the red and black. Which also fits Adam's aesthetic as well. I would love it if we find out that there was some connection between the two. Like, what if Raven taught Adam? I literally never thought that until just now. And it makes so much sense. They have the same color scheme. They both use katanas. That would make so much freaking sense. I also forgot to play as Ren to give him some more points. But I did play as Ruby. I don't know if you guys noticed, which, why would you? It went from 6 to 7. What am I doing? There it is. It went from 6 to 7 because I was like a couple hundred points away, so I just did it just to get the extra point. You know, I haven't. Yeah, let's go Jean in a dress because I'm sure everyone wants to see that again. But yeah, when she first came in,
Perfect
okay.
form.
I don't know why that just caught me off guard for some reason. Her being like frozen like that. Plus, she looked completely blue. Like her hair looks much darker to me for some reason. I don't even remember. You know, it doesn't really matter. Let's just have some characters in here, and I'll just do this at random. Boom. And I did that wrong. See, that's what happens when you do random. You end up canceling everything.
I was just practicing.
Wish we had another white-haired character, because that's how I would do it. And be like, all right, we have the 2 blonde characters and then another white-haired character. Since we don't, we'll just go with the 2 calm characters. And then, well, Jean's silly. Yang's out of control, but you know, Jean's Jean. I don't even know what to say about Jean.
To Merlot Industries, where we're
And now I gotta
building
wait
a
for him to
better
shut up.
tomorrow. Today.
I wonder if anyone
Today.
else knows about this place.
So, I still don't get why they even have that there. That's so weird.
Team, in order for me to help you, I'll need to know the layout of the lab. Keep your eyes peeled for any maps, schematics, or better yet, any access terminals that would allow us to tap into Merlot's network.
I love how they were floating there. God, them waiting for them to talk always throws me off, because I'm trying to. I end up just listening instead of actually, like, not even remotely paying attention. Wow. Yeah. Oh, level 4. That makes sense. I'm like, whoa, his health that's just ridiculous. Why is his health so low? But that was a bit of a mistake. Yeah. Whoa. Nope. Okay. Caught me in pretty much every single thing I didn't want to get caught in. I'm gonna die again. Please stop. Won't leave me alone.
Don't underestimate.
Just need to get. There we are.
Yourselves at home, I see. I want my guests to feel welcome, but my security team rarely feels the same way.
Oh nope, I was going backwards. So now I can get my
Shut that
thoughts.
steam off. No.
Get my thoughts together before they start talking again. Raven coming in, she instantly took over as my favorite character. The design was super cool. I also, right now, I'm kind of stuck on the fact that I put that own thought in my head that Raven may have actually taught Adam.
Here at Merlot Industries, we take
I mean, none of the
pride in
characters look
innovation.
old, which is the funniest thing. So it's like they
With
could
your
kind of be the
help
same age. I
and
really don't know,
your
but
special spark,
I would assume
we
Raven
will build
is
a
older,
better tomorrow.
and she does have that White Fang mask. So you know that was a big thing too. It was like that was her way of sneaking into the White Fang, but I don't know. She's got the weird, you know, it's the whole magic element. So that's not like that's not a faunus thing. That's just an actual magic thing. So I don't know. There are a lot of different elements to that. But anyway,
And that should do it.
Raven being introduced was like the coolest thing ever. I was like, I've been waiting for Adam forever, and you know, he had his chance.
Here
It took too
before
long,
you are the stage 2
and so
processing tanks.
Guys, the Grimm are being drawn
oh
here.
boy, I'm not 100% sure how this is about to work. Actually, this could be fine. All right, I thought he would be able to break that with 100% extra damage, but that still took a long time. Okay, let me just try to freaking get away from these things. Okay. What? Oh, crap. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. I wish I wasn't getting distracted. I want to finish my thought, but I can tell, especially with Jean being at such a low level, that if I start talking, I'm going to get distracted, and I'm going to screw up. And see, that would have been the end. Plus, I got to be super careful because they can go underground, and then I won't be able to see them. Okay. So what I want to do is just attack these things. Oh. Oh boy. That thing's so close, like it can just do the little tail whip without actually, without even allowing me to. Oh crap! See, I blew them up, and that was actually a mistake. Oh wow. Oh jeez. That seemed like it reached a little far. I mean, maybe I'm crazy, but I don't know. That seemed like it was just a little too far to me. There we are. I think. No. Nope. That's not what. No, I forgot that does that. Oh. Did we? I guess we did. I don't remember having to. I don't remember having to beat these guys to get out, but with this game, that just makes the most sense. Yeah, okay.
I would appreciate it if you didn't break all my things. But alas, my androids will rebuild it in no time. This way, please.
Sure, let's go further into the bad guy's lair. Why not?
I do like getting Jean's dialogue. I still think I only have like half of Team RWBY's dialogue
where's
anyway,
this
but
elevator taking us?
it's cool to get Jean's dialogue. But yeah, Raven's awesome. I know I've been stuck on this thought forever because I keep getting distracted by them talking or trying to survive because I don't have Jean boosted up enough to take any real amount of hits. So sorry that I've been stuck on like this singular thought for like the past like 10 minutes. It feels like probably longer actually, and I'm about to actually die. Holy
See any
crap!
terminals that you can access?
He saved me.
Just a ton more bad guys.
Whoa, I did. Okay, I didn't even. I don't.
Well, I've
Okay.
got that move down.
Nope. I'm gonna go towards my friends, and they can. I'm gonna let them do that because I got nothing. I can't do a project. Hey, wait. I thought that would kill him. Even that was a fail. Oh, okay. No, see, that doesn't do it. Every time I'm like, oh, they have like a drop left of health. I'm like, oh, I just do my little, boom, do a little shockwave drop, and that'll totally kill him, and that has not happened yet. Yo. That'd be cool if you could hold that down until you hit, like just hit an enemy. That would actually be super cool, and you just keep running. But, you know, it's fine either way. It's not that big of a deal. And activate that.
Did you just... Oh, no.
Oh,
How
we
could I
got
be so
coffee. Or
stupid?
caffeine.
It should be uploading now.
You did it. Now, can you proxy this
I love how
over to me with your
they're just totally sliding.
Prepare to meet your doom, students.
Thanks for the help. Thanks for the help, team. Go team. Oh, I thought somebody was fighting, but they're just getting hit. All right, clearly we need more help because people aren't doing anything right now. Just, we'll just get everybody in. We'll just do the whole thing. And Nora. I think that's everybody. Is Blake missing? Yes, she is. And Blake. Alright, so we got Team RWBY and Team Juniper. Everybody's just, well, okay, no, she did something. I was about to say everybody's just floating, but no, Weiss is in the action. Oh, Jesus. Let's get the crap out of me.
Don't
Oh,
underestimate.
I did put another Weiss. That's my bad. It doesn't matter. None of this matters, obviously. It's just, come on, why can't it take damage? Oh, and of course, I totally screwed that when I finally actually get the chance to press B. Please, oh. Help me. This is actually very, this might as well be canon with me running.
Finish them now.
Okay. Easy. Still managed to screw that up, but okay.
Well, I've got that move down.
Yep, there we go. See, it's a fairly powerful attack on the weaker enemies. Oh, dang. If I, maybe, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I was trying to do that. Like, if you can charge it,
I got this.
it's not the worst move ever.
Already.
Well, I've got that move down.
Ooh, uh-oh. Nope. Because he's gonna,
Well, I've got
do
that
some
move down.
stupid, annoying, that right there. That is like the worst thing ever to me. Like, that move bugs me so much. That's not a bad move at all.
Get off me! Yeah, I got this.
It's complete.
Nice.
Let me see. Yes, I have everything I need.
Everybody's just doing
Team,
their
I want
doing
you
their
to
thing.
head to the lower levels, to the manufacturing wing.
I'll be waiting.
Yeah. Figured that was the end. 'Cause I'm like, yep, we're going into the final level anyway. And we will go. Final level. You know what? We're gonna go with Pyrrha as the playable character. And we're doing regular costumes for all the teams. Oh yeah. That's cost me 2. Yeah, that's unfortunate. List of, that's never bad. I mean, it's not that crazy. I mean, you know, I'll just do that. Just double up on that. All right, so we're gonna get all of Team RWBY out here, and then we are gonna get the rest of Team Juniper as well, and we are gonna end out
Perfect.
the final level of this game, our second run through, with both teams at max.
Hey! I was just practicing.
All right. And so, you know, we're gonna hear a bunch of noises, I assume, but we are gonna have both
Good
full
news,
teams
team. The
appear in
coordinates
the
of
lead.
Merlot's secret lab were contained within the data retrieved from the terminal. An airship has been deployed and will rendezvous with you shortly.
We'll
She
take
does
care of everything.
like
Count on
a
us.
shield dash, which I didn't realize
That's
last time.
put him down.
Wow, they really destroyed that thing. Oh, stupid. I think it's glitched. It is. Okay, it's not. Never mind. I freaked out too early. Way too early of a freak out.
Thanks.
I knew we could do it.
I miss Spira. Also miss Penny. I miss the characters they killed.
You
That's
should
what
be
I
entering the
miss.
power facility. Destroy everything you see that may be vital to
Sweet.
Merlot's operation.
You're not authorized to be in here.
I think you've had enough power going to your head, Merlot.
Oh, I can just do like one solid charge and it's like, okay, well, gone. Gone. This thing's trying to follow me around and destroy me, and it's doing a terrible job. Not landing a single hit. And dead. I honestly thought it vanished for a split second, and
That should put him down.
I admit, I love the fact that they're all just floating.
Deliver a shock to Merlot's system.
Fine. That's how you want to play.
What's that? Okay.
I was just practicing.
Let's go.
I might use that as my
Let's go.
thumbnail right there. Something with
Let's
some
go.
image of like just everybody just stuck floating in space. I don't know what is going on with Ren back there. He's like doing, I don't know, he's trying to dance, hopping on one leg. All right, we'll have everybody just float this way and touch the ground every couple. Weiss, I swear, just legitimately floats, which is
I have a bad
hilarious.
feeling about this.
Like it oddly enough, it fits. I mean, it's Weiss, but I feel like her bot
We can jump
floats
past
more
the
than
site.
any other
Keep
bot.
heading
Like she
towards
seems to
the
just glide right on across. I don't think I ever realized that this whole side is just clear. Like if you just go to the right, there's legitimately no challenge.
According to my map of the lab, this room contains more processing equipment for his serum. You need to take
And
it out.
poke. Oh, that didn't work that time.
Powerless without his serum. Destroy it.
Stop him.
You're finished.
This, yep, that's what I was hoping for. I gotta be real careful with her powers. With the,
You're finished.
I gotta be careful not to get surrounded as well. And the camera angle seems to be messing with me. Alright, so I'm actually hitting the thing because I'm like, I'm getting some points somewhere. Okay, and then I can just, oh boy. See, I thought that would actually just flat out kill me. That may have been dumb, but you know, see, I'm super scared to go near them while they're fighting because yeah, they're just gonna explode and then like take damage from a distance that I'm not really expecting. Kind of like that one. And now I have to be super careful because I can't freak. Oh, I'm putting myself in more danger. Yeah. So if it just stands still, I'd actually be fine. Boom.
That should put him down.
Easy.
Another victory.
My serum.
And then it's gonna take 100 million years. like it did last time when we came here, even though I had like 800 freaking bots on. The final battle is like one of those stupid final battles where the spike is just ridiculous.
I must admit, you really handled this well.
So,
The team back in
I
Beacon
like
is
that.
cheering.
Everybody's
We'll
kind of in
do
a
our
line.
best to make them proud, Professor.
Welcome to the testing
they're all
ground,
walking.
students. Why don't you go ahead and get
There's no
acquainted with
floating,
my test
except for
subjects?
Weiss, of course.
They could use the exercise.
But everybody's using their actual programmed legs. They can help me defeat this ridiculously long freaking.
Leave it to me.
Oh, I'm so glad that actually worked, and I took 0 damage.
That didn't
Also,
go
I
according to
really
plan.
need to.
Let's make
Yeah,
this
that's weird. There's no
interesting.
upgrade to her weapon. Oh, I need to move. Yeah. Nope. What am I doing? It's weird that there's no. I feel like it's weird that there's no upgrade to
You're
Pyrrha's,
finished.
you know, her gun, and I guess that makes sense. But
I thought this was my most
I don't know.
potent
Like
battle
Nora
set.
has a really cool upgrade with the mines. Yang gets like the homing missiles. Ruby gets the. Why to shoot? Oops. Ruby gets the electric dust, which you get to choose another one. That's kind of like what I showed you guys in the last episode with Jean, where you actually get the option to go for 100% strength boost or go for speed or something. Ruby gets the same thing, which I totally forgot. I was looking at that when I was playing around, and I keep running into that. That was wrong with me. Nope, ran into it. I just went right into it. That could have destroyed me. That would have killed me if it hit me. And this guy's like they will hit you in midair with that stupid freaking move. I just gotta shoot him to death. It's gotta happen.
And so it has come to this.
Remember your
Am I
training,
crazy
everyone.
because I left it on normal, right? Or did I put it on hard last time? Because I could have sworn I left it on normal. And
To a thing
oh,
about this
well, I'm not gonna go for it. I'm just
Nature
gonna shoot
couldn't
it.
make a
I
beast this
didn't.
deadly.
She didn't aim. Okay.
So I
I could have sworn we had it on normal last time, and it was taking 100 million years. So maybe I did put it on hard. Maybe that's what I didn't. I just
Is that
forgot.
the best you got?
Oh, dang, that sucks. I'll just do ridiculous. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say I'll just do ridiculous combos. If I had Nora, we could just shoot, and then I would be building up my I'd be building up my combo in like 2 seconds, because like I mentioned before with the when she does like the heart shape, every single one counts as a part of the combo, which is once again, to go back to the overpowered nature of the team as a whole, that's ridiculously overpowered. Ooh. Really hoping he'll just stick his freaking stinger in the ground so I can get some real hits in on it. Oh, nope, that's not it either. There it is. Destroy. Oof, forgot that took damage, but that's oddly, I think that's like the lowest damage I've taken from any attack, which is weird. Oh, I wish I had my combo, or not my combo, ultimate. Oh, what the what? Okay. Apparently, if you are on top of, I mean, that kind of makes sense, admittedly.
Leave it to me.
But if you're on top, you will get spiked. So, I guess be careful. What? Okay, if you just go behind it, you will get hurt as well. So, be careful, I guess. Once again.
Those powerful pincers
So
are
now
going
I'm-
to punish you, pitiful pupils.
What is up with this alliteration? I never know. I definitely never paid any attention to him talking like that
Easily
before.
Hungry. No doubt he'll savor your taste as I savor my victory.
Yeah, like the way he's speaking is, as a whole, a tad ridiculous. Oop, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go. I thought it was gonna do the stinger, and that's what I was waiting for, because I'm trying to that right there.
Leave it to me.
I was oh my goodness, seriously. Oh my goodness, they're gonna kill me. So my goal there, when I was trying to wait for the stinger, was to Sorry, I got distracted there. Trying to actually get a hit in. My goal was to try to use my ultimate on all of them at once because they're ridiculously tough enemies. And I mean, they're more annoying than legitimately tough because they have the distance, and it's just, you know, like I appreciate that they're, you know, everybody's doing their thing with the mutant Deathstalker. I appreciate that. That's great teamwork. I would love it, you know, if like there was like one extra bot was just like, oh man, look at Pyrrha, let's help, let's do something. But nope, I'm getting decimated over here, and I'm freaking scared that one of them is going to do that. Because the rocket launcher move is simple. It's when they do the machine gun that freaks me out, because if you're not paying attention, you'll just get hit with it, and that's just, like, that's it. Like, if you're not prepared, you are done for. Like, just, what the? Okay. Like, I'm doing everything I can to try to. Oh, okay, I got it. It doesn't matter. Whew, that may have been a little too risky. This is like my best, like the best move I got. It's like to try to slide in underneath him. Well, I can't knock him up in the air now.
Thanks.
Ooh, okay. And there's just more. Oh my god, I think they're just gonna keep spawning. Dang. Whoa.
Leave it to me.
I don't think that did. I don't know. Okay, maybe it did something. Oh man. I almost wish I had Nora, because, like, no joke, with Nora, it's just, I mean, you guys saw what I was doing in the last episode. It's kind of absolute madness. Oh man, I could have done the R1. That just would have been cool to look at. Ooh, oh man, this seriously scares me. Like, it's ridiculous how tough it is. So maybe it was normal. Maybe this is because it is taking forever. Because I'm like, we were flying through it at first. I'm like, holy crap. Maybe that's what I was thinking. Like, did I put it on hard? And it's like, nope. It's insane. It is officially tough because I'm dealing with all these guys over here, and you know, they're dealing with like the main enemy, which, wow, okay, clearly if I try to do that, I will kill myself, and I just, oh man. You know what we're about to do? Like, I'm about to do it again, because I think I did this last time. We're gonna go just absolutely crazy, and I'm just gonna go with, like, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do another Pyrrha. We're gonna go a bunch of Nora, because Nora's insane, and she is the ultimate in defense, and the ultimate in strength, and the ultimate in boops. And we'll just do another one there. I was about to say, I swear, if they all run straight towards the Deathstalker, I'm gonna be pissed. And nope, they're doing it. They're doing it. Look at that. Absolute chaos. And they're, okay, well, all right, at least the other Pyrrha and the other, I can help them. I can, no, I can't. I'm dead. I'm gonna die. I'll just shoot from here. Here we go. Perfect support. I can totally do this. Okay, got that one. Okay, well, at least I got it, because I was trying to do that. Oh my goodness, are you freaking kidding me? After all that time, the oh, I gotta go with Nora. I think, do I go Yang? No, I gotta go Nora, because that way I can spam what am I even trying to say? The ultimate. I can spam her ultimate. That is what I'm trying to say. Oh crap! I'm in the middle. What? Also have points. Yeah, let's do that one.
Is that the best you've got?
Was that a thing? I, for some reason, thought the whole game paused when I did that. Weird. All right, yeah, we're gonna get everybody in here. Quite a bit as well. I'm gonna do like 100 million Yang because much like Nora, Yang is the ultimate in both defense and offense.
Perfect form.
Plus Yang is, you know, I've said this a million times before, I'm pretty sure, but Yang is just cool. She's one of my favorites. Like, Yang is just the best. So I'm gonna do a bunch of, see, there you go. Do a bunch of Yang. Jean's cool. We can do like one Jean. That I think he'll be fine. Just get a couple more. Whoa. Okay, well, everybody's taking damage, so we're probably gonna just get out of here now. I'll let them do their thing. Alright, yeah, that wasn't too shabby, I guess. So, okay, that actually, I saw that it actually did something. So,
Like you're having a blast.
yeah, see, look at that. Like, I get those hits in, and then the ultimate is just, like, ridiculously high. Oh, well, I have to be closer to actually do it. But it's nuts. So, uh-oh. Unfortunately, this actually shoots me back a little further, although I did just take some damage, and I'm dead. I'm fucked. I'm dead. I'm dead. Okay. Alright. There's just sound effects in the background of people just getting destroyed. Okay. Okay. I'm super annoyed right now.
Don't be shy, students. You could learn a lot from this
So-
enhanced specimen. They won't teach you a thing about this back at Beacon.
I'm trying to think of like who has like the best projectiles and stuff, and I think Weiss is fairly decent. Yeah, Jean I'll leave out. Well, no, I'll have Jean in just to have Jean in at the end at least. Especially considering this will be the last episode.
Perfect form.
And I'm pretty sure these all count as the level 1 counterparts anyway. So Nora would still be one of the best, as would Yang. Even though, well, I mean, they all run right up to the enemy anyway, so it's not like it matters if one character's better at long range or, you know, close up, because they all literally just run right in. Like, it doesn't even make a difference. So it doesn't make a difference.
You're easy prey. Is that the best
that-
you've got?
But, it does do more when the stinger's in. So I'm gonna try to
Stings a little, doesn't it?
freaking survive utilizing the ultimate in spam technology.
Nature couldn't make a beast this deadly, so I did.
Okay, well, I screwed that up. I do love that she does the poop at the end. Ooh, nope. Okay. I just gotta like go crazy on the spam. Okay, that's the double ultimate. Yeah, that's okay. That like legitimately does nothing if it's not caught in the ground. That's super weak. So gonna here we go. And I literally missed. Beautiful. That was a beautiful failure. It's such a funny boot because it's so high pitched. Oh, okay, all right. No, I got it. What? Oh my goodness, it's so far away and it still reaches. Oh my goodness. Okay, and now we got just everybody.
He's looking hungry.
Oh, man, all I need to do is see that stinger hit the ground, and I'm gonna go for it. Also, I'm stumbling. The reason I keep jumping is because of the machine gun guys, and I'm doing that like as just a precaution, pretty much, to be like, okay, let me try to, you know, stay away from the madness. I'll just shoot whoever she decides to shoot. I'll just dealer's choice, I guess. Actually, nope, wrong one. All I need to do is see this
Looks like you're having a blast.
stupid oh my goodness, I'm gonna die. I'm actually gonna die. Oh man, here we go. And they love chasing me down too. I've noticed that. That's like their MO is like, hey, let's go ahead and just. That missed both. Oh wow, what a waste. Oh man, this is really ridiculous. I mean, I have all these bots, even if it is, you know, they're all level 1 bots. I mean, this is the most insane spike. Like, I hate when games do this so much. Where did that even come from? Was that a mid-air grenade? Because I think that's what that was. Oh, that was... Of course. Okay, it's alright. I'm like, it's gotta die. Like, it's gotta die, right? This is a lesson for anyone who wants to go into game design. Please don't do this. Please don't do like the ridiculous in-game spike where it's like ridiculously effing impossible. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe that just happened where they spawned right as I was doing my special. Wow. Okay, we gotta go Yang. She's got the most strength, the most health. Oh man, it's ridiculous. Okay. I mean, I don't know what I gotta do to make freaking sense out of this. I mean, I don't know how many bots I need. But I love how it's like 60 frames per second when I'm standing there, but any other time, like this game, well, it's not the game. It's
Is that the best you got?
has a lot more to do with, of course, literally no damage. Amazing. But yeah, the 60 frames per second, it'll do it like for a split second, and then it goes back down. Even though this is rendered at 60 frames per second, I mean, you could probably obviously tell which parts are at 60 frames because my computer cannot handle it.
This deadly. So
Excuse me. Man, the way he speaks, I legitimately never paid any attention to that before. Look at that swipe. Look where you see the pattern, which looks really cool. Frozen. I wish I could like just take a picture of that because that just looks really sweet. But the pattern is like a million miles away from the Weiss and RWBY bots in the background, and it's just hitting everyone. Like they are all taking damage. It's nuts.
Let's go.
Okay, let's just. Oh man, I almost wish it didn't freeze now, so I could just keep spamming bots while they were taking the health down of the Deathstalker. Oh, I could totally take a picture. Yeah, that. Okay, thank goodness. Oh my goodness, I'm like, oh, I'm screwed now because if that doesn't come back, wow, look at all the health it took. Don't follow me, please go fight, guys. Just all right, I just gotta go near it so they'll just fight. Like I just need them to. There you go, just swarm the freaking thing because I can't. I'm like, dude. Yeah. Oh, okay. See that? All right. Forgot that wasn't actually a projectile. That's my bad. Just gonna do my thing from here. I'll let them basically do nothing. I mean, I can see the health, and it's. I mean, you guys see what's happening. Basically, nothing is happening right now. It's like I almost got to do everything here. I wish it would just sting that effing tail. Like they would just strike down. Ooh, no.
You're not so tough.
Look at all these bots, and it's like, I mean, well, most of them are floating, so I understand why there isn't much really going on. Maybe I should have done like a bunch of Yang and Weiss because I saw like some Weiss projectiles. I think I pretty much have all the Yang projectiles are still just me, but I know once the other enemies start coming in, I'm sure we'll get to see like a nice little spread of action. And you know, I got two. I might as well test it. Yeah. Ooh, jeez. What? All right. It just doesn't make sense. It's like I want to do something. I want to help them, but I can't. Not like this. No, see, that Yang was, you know, it was like 100 million miles away from anything useful. Why does it reverb back on me? This ain't Full Metal Alchemist. Here we go with the chaos, because it's about to get stupid.
You're not so tough.
Oh, yeah, let's do this. And it like instantaneously woke up.
No doubt you'll savor your taste. As I savor my victory.
I cannot believe that actually missed.
You've made him angry. You're not going to like him when he's angry.
Oh, dang, I screwed that up.
Those powerful pincers are going to punish you, pitiful pupils.
Oh no, all I can try to do is survive, honestly. What the heck? I mean, dang, couldn't it at least be stunned or something? Oh, hold on a second. Oh, I love that move. And then there's another one, of course. It's just... Oh, okay, that's no... let's see what happens, because I feel like it'll be nothing. I feel like none of this will make a difference, but we're just gonna go crazy. I'm not necessarily trying to do a bunch of Weiss, but it's... Oh, I gotta move. Alright, let's get the heck out of here.
Pow! Right in the kisser. Taste my fist.
Oh man. I wish there was just a button where I could just go boom, bot. Like if I could just hit N for Norabot. I don't know why I even put Jean in there. But if I could do that, that would be beautiful. I mean, man, I would just hit N so many times. That took all of my health. Good lord. I got him just like hunting me down like Terminator. Uh-oh. I was gonna say too many characters. Too many bots in the kitchen. Would run. I mean, the amount of bots I have to put in for this to make sense on normal is astounding. I mean, it's almost mind-boggling. Also, finding out that I have the mod to remove the overlay, by the way, is gonna. Oh no! Oh, I gotta go. I gotta get out of here now. I can't do this. No, I need to throw in more bots. We need more bots because I'm not about to deal with those things. You know, just to have like a switch, because I think that might help distract the enemy. I'm gonna put a couple of different types of bots in. That way they won't be on like the same attack animation. It'd be harder for it to like slip through the cracks of the animation and design of the characters. This is just, I mean, it's getting. Oh, gotta go. I love that I'm hearing a lot of grunts, because that means there's actual, you know, look at that. Look at Ren. Oh, look at them. That's what I love to see. That's amazing. See? You hear those grunts? That's work. That's real work. Oh, it's too clippy. Too clippy. We gotta get out of here. It's too clippy over there. But that's real work being put in. If they aren't grunting, they aren't fighting. Look at the health. I mean, it's not really going down right now, but... oh, there it is. Ah, beautiful. Look at that. It's, yeah, we're just gonna look. We're gonna, yeah.
Did that tickle?
We're gonna just stay over here where it's nice and look at that. That's like, you know, probably 30 frames per second. Oh, nope, it is not. They got it. It's okay.
Come on, come on.
There it
Finish them off
is.
already.
I mean, it only took basically the equivalent of, what, 5 effing teams?
My one-of-a-kind
Way more than...
specimen.
Okay,
This
we're...
is inconceivable.
What's that little thing here? There it is.
It's all over, Merlot.
I wish I knew that I could
Got
do
nothing
this.
left.
There is something I can do. Let's end this with a bang.
Yeah, I wish I knew that I could have done this before, because I would have been taking like a bunch of pictures
Team, Merlot is going to blow up the
for
whole
my
lab. You've
for my
got to
thumbnails,
escape.
Well, this was fun,
Oh, whoops.
but it's time to go. To the escape hatch.
because that would have been awesome. I wish I knew I could have done that. I wish I paid attention to that before, because that's minus the insane clipping. That's just that's really freaking
You've
awesome.
done it. The airship should arrive
Also,
any moment. I'll see you as soon as you land
I
safely
may
back at
just
Beacon.
be doing some crazy some crazy video game photography with this, because now I have the ability to just freeze it on whatever screen I'm on. Aw, they vanished. I was gonna get a little snapshot there. Oh my goodness, that is ridiculous. I mean, I'm glad we did it. Holy crap, it's getting loud. I'm glad we did it. You know, like that. You know, I mentioned this. The whole point was to go through and we're gonna play as Juniper and have some fun with that. And initially, I can still hear them. Unlike my left ear. That's weird. That's so weird. I just don't understand why it has to be this way. But that is RWBY Grimm Eclipse officially for the second time. I'm not going to do what I did last time, which was make like an hour-and-a-half long episode, which was really dumb, especially considering it wasn't the final episode. You know, like I can normally get away with that if it's like this is the last episode. It can be an hour and a half, and like I already did it, and I'm not going to do it again, especially because it was just like horde mode, which was kind of, you know, it was okay, but nothing crazy. But that is ridiculous. I know I talked about it before. I'm not sure how much I was complaining, but man, I feel like it just really synced in this time, where I was like, you know, we're going through and I was like, oh yeah, we'll put both teams together in the final battle, and I forgot how many bots I had to throw in the last time, and it looked just like that, except I had a bunch of Nora and Pyrrha in there instead. But that was nuts. I do wish that we could have put in the bots with the costumes. I would have loved that. I would have had like I would have thrown a bunch of Jean in. I won't lie. I would have thrown a bunch of Jean in just to have him in there, in the dress. If we could have done that, that actually would have been awesome. But man, that was freaking ridiculous. I mean, it got bananas. I mean, that's the best way to describe it. It was just ridiculous, but still a fun game. Still wish that there was, I don't know, like if it, oh man, this would never happen. But if RWBY got like the Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm treatment, I would lose my freaking mind. And it's the perfect franchise for it, I think, with all the characters, all their weapons. Take everything that's in this and then just throw it into a versus game. That would be amazing. And we're already kind of getting a little bit of, you know, RWBY Fighter with them showing up, with Team RWBY showing up in, I'm pretty sure it's the new Blaze Blue game, or the new Guilty Gear. It's by those people, whatever new game they're coming out with the amazing 2D characters and action. They're in that game, and that should be awesome. That almost makes me want to get that game. I like those games anyway because they're always fun. But it's like, yeah, we're finally getting like officially, you know, at least Team RWBY. We'll see if they throw in, you know, the other characters with Juniper and stuff like that. But you know, that's what we got. We're maybe someday gonna get like a legitimate RWBY fighter game. You know, we'll get like the Dragon Ball Fighter Z that's coming out. We'll get that for RWBY, and it'll just be insanely freaking sweet. And it'll be 3-on-3 teams. Or, you know, that would be nuts too if you could actually do like all 4 teams. That would be funny. But I would love that if they actually did that. That would be so cool. And you could do like 4-on-4 long matches. But That would be awesome. You could do 4-on-4 or take it down, you know, do like 4 and then 3 and then 2 or 1 if you want to. But that would be so cool. I would love it if they did that, but we do need another game. I think this is a fun game for RWBY, but we do need like a fighter game. I think RWBY needs that with all the characters they have, all the freaking moves that all the different characters have. It's not like, oh, this character is like this and this character is kind of like them, but a little bit different. Everyone's different except for Velvet, but you know, that obviously for, you know, for various reasons. But even that they could change up and add a little bit to her character and stuff like that. But man, it's just like, it would be so cool if we had it. And it doesn't have to be like the first thing I mentioned was like Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm. That's just because I love those games, and it's, you know, one-on-one fighting but in a 3D space. I love that so much. Like, I love the Ultimate Ninja games and then the Clash of Ninja games, and then I remember it's one of those things where you're like, man, what if they could do this? And then eventually the Ninja Storm games came out, and I was like, they did it. They did what I always wanted, which was to combine Ultimate Ninja, which is like the PS2 Naruto games, and then combine Clash of Ninja, which were the GameCube Naruto games. And it's like, well, nice little random grunt there, but they combined them, and then the Ninja Storm games came out, and those were so freaking, they are so freaking good. I got to get that collector's edition because I really want that for the first 2 games, because I never actually got it. There was, I thought, that I had, oh, that's weird. I thought I had the beta thing, which was from like from RWBY's trailer from the original one. There's a horde mode for that too, and I thought I had it on here because I wanted to see that, but sadly we do not have it. No, I actually don't want to do that. I'm gonna go with we can do Mountain Glen because that's where I always die anyway. Let's do low gravity. Definitely not that. Oh, here we go. Size multiplier. Let's go with something just dumb. That's maybe too dumb, but let's find out. Let's see what happens there. False can't be. Yeah, I'm not even sure how to truly enter that, so we'll just hope that that's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay. This is going to be real bad. But let's see what happens here. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's not what I'm thinking. This. I forgot about this. Oh, I forgot about that too. Although I think I would have to like put in bots. Like, there's a lot of other stuff that I would have to do, I think, to every player on server needs the mod. Yeah, like I don't know how that would really work. Go artifact hunt, Easter egg hunt. Let's try this. Let's see. I really don't know. Like with all the stuff I just put in, I'm not 100% sure how this is about to look. So we'll see. Maybe the game will just straight. Yeah. Okay. So I can't do it anyway. That sucks. It has to be online. We should be able to do. Turn that off. RWBY Grimm. Yep. Do low gravity. Do that, and see what we get here. If this will actually work without. Yeah, I think it has to be online. That sucks. I thought you could do that. So we have to do like normal horde, which is the same thing. I just wanted. Oh, actually, this still might work as far as like the Grimm, the absolute Grimm madness. We will end it out. I'll go with Blake. I don't like her outfit, so we'll go with Blake. Who cares? Now let's see. Oh, they're not like battle music for battle music. Whoa. Yeah, they are like insanely ridiculous. That's unfortunate. Ah, well. This is sweet though. Mountain Glen at night is actually an awesome stage. It's like that just occurred to me, like, oh, this is like at nighttime, and then, you know, there's like lamps here. It's actually really cool. I like this. I almost wish this is the level. I think it looks a little bit cooler, but I think this is more akin to the actual, or I guess to the other part of the episode where they're, you know, obviously when it's nighttime. I don't know why I couldn't seem to get that out.
Better and better.
That's cool. Those other two enemies are nowhere to be. Oh, I hear footsteps. There you are. Love that. Okay, well, I'm not actually going to go through this. Like I mentioned, I just wanted to try to do the mods and encounter blah 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 blah. I was looking to see, like, did I screw up and never put that thing like I was talking about where it's like if I could just hit N and just spawn a bunch of bots. But I did not do that. So I'm going to end this episode here, the final episode of RWBY Grimm Eclipse. Like I was saying, I wish this, you know, got more updates. Once again, it would just be updates to characters. It would just be more teams they're thrown in. It's actually a big level. There you are. Just kind of hide. This is a huge level. If that goes all the way down, that's insane. Oh, it doesn't. I didn't even realize I stopped moving. Well, now that kind of sucks because it's just a giant invisible wall, and I'm like taunted, like I want to see more. Just, oh my goodness, it just there. But yeah, I wish that there were more teams. I hope that at some point we do see another RWBY game. I would love to know what you guys would want to see from another RWBY game. Like I said, I think the only logical step, I mean, it would have to be a fighter game. That just makes sense. It doesn't necessarily have to be 2D style. For a second, it looked like something was like shining up there. That's just a reflection. But it doesn't necessarily have to be like 2D, you know, Skullgirl style or anything like that. Personally speaking, I think it would work best if it was, you know, more like this, where it's like I said, Ultimate Ninja style, and you just go through and you pick, you know, you could do exactly like Ultimate Ninja. Well, you know, with the 4-team thing, it would work better if that was more of a Skullgirl style, just because of the swapping characters in and out. But I'm sure there's a way to do it where you just rotate the characters and you can swap out, you know, 4 at a time, or just, you know, set it up to do however many characters you want. But the point is, I think that would be beautiful for RWBY, and that might not happen for a super long time. I don't know if it would be just like the Ultimate Ninja Storm games, where it just follows the story of the show. I mean, I think we'd all be fine with that because it would be amazing. And then you get, just like this, how we have the alternate costumes. So you get to have alternate costumes as you go through the game. You get to have the original costumes. You get to go through and have the older versions of the characters. You get to have the older versions of the characters and the, I guess technically older versions of the costumes. So I think that's what we should get from RWBY. That probably won't happen for quite some time. Obviously, with the way the series is, and obviously, you know, the short episodes, even with Volume 5, especially with Volume 4 not really being super action heavy, I would definitely say, you know, it would probably take some time before it could even fill up that space. Like, it would have to be like a weird subscription sort of deal, where it's like, all right, so we got up to, you know, Volume 5, and then it's like, all right, well, let's wait a couple more volumes, and then here's Volume 6 and stuff like that. So there's not exactly the most content in the universe unless they added a lot, kind of like this, which would be interesting. They could actually throw this game and like redo the story. That would be kind of cool, and throw in like brand new elements and have like the other team show up as a part of the story. That would actually be kind of cool. But yeah, that's just my random little rant on what the next RWBY game I feel should be like. Either, you know, just a straight up 2D fighter, and you know, do, I mean, obviously with the teams all being made of 4, that's why I say 4-on-4, even though that sounds insane. But I mean, it's just adding one more character to 3-on-3. It's not like we haven't been, you know, like, it's not like we haven't played Marvel vs. Capcom forever, even though they went back down to 2 versus 2. I'm kind of in the middle on that one. But yeah, you know, crazy 4v4 thing, or just do Ultimate Ninja style, which I think would work even better for this, because you get to, like, you know, run around in free space, and it would lend to the characters a bit more. And if it was literally done just like Ultimate Ninja Storm with the cell shading style, which basically this is, just I don't know if they'll use a different engine, considering this came out 3 years ago, two or 3 years ago. So I don't know, that, you know, it probably wouldn't even be on the same engine if they actually do end up making another RWBY game. But I don't know why I'm talking about this. I don't know why this never came up before, why I never had this idea. But there you go. That's what I think as far as what we could get from the next RWBY game, what I think we should get from the next RWBY game. I just realized how there's literally no music here whatsoever. Like, that just occurred to me. And it's not because I turned the music off like I did in that other episode where I was like, man, it's so insanely quiet. And it was because I had the music off. But yeah, that is it. Did not expect to go on like this little rant on what I thought the next RWBY game should be like. But I would love to know what you guys think, or what you guys would want to see from the next game. What it should be, how it should look, what characters you would want to see in it, what characters you guys want to play as the most. Like, if there's a RWBY game, even if this got upgraded for whatever random reason, what characters would you guys want to play as the most? Because for me, I gotta be honest, I would love to see Sun as a playable character in a RWBY game, because I want to use his semblance way more, because we still don't see it enough. I feel like I need to see his semblance way more than I do, because it's like he can make clones of him, you know, the little projection clones of himself. Need to see that like a whole lot more. But Sun, definitely. Obviously Team Coffee, particularly Coco, because I want to use her insanely impossible briefcase Gatling gun. Raven, naturally. Crow would be cool to play as, but you know, some of the adult characters for sure. Both versions of Ozpin, you use him in his old body and then use him as Oscar and have like different moves. I think that'd be pretty cool. Or maybe like, well, yeah, different moves, because the body, you know, like they talk about in the show, where his body isn't exactly up to snuff to do some of the insane moves that Ozpin is technically capable of pulling off. So little stuff like that. Pretty much every character. I don't know why I'm talking about this. I'm in this video because it's way too long. This is supposed to be an hour, and that was it. So sorry. This is the end of RWBY Grimm Eclipse. I hope you guys enjoyed this final episode. Me getting mad all over again because I had to throw in like 800 bots just to beat that ridiculous, like, it's just stupid. The insane, like, spike in difficulty for that ending is just absolutely preposterous. But hope you guys enjoyed me getting mad about that again and dying a couple of times before even getting to that, or during it, actually dying before that and during it. If you guys have any comments, of course, please put them down in the comment section below. And naturally, with this being the final episode, thanks for joining me.